All right, let's see here. I do believe we are good to go. You need to hurry up. Run by. I'm on Girl Live right now. Go quickly. All right. Let's see here. Can everybody hear me okay? We are getting started. All right. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I think I hear myself okay, but I can't tell. Just want to make sure it's coming in okay. You might just want to hit the chat. Let me know. Yay, nay. Fixing to start the live broadcast. Morning, Miss Dia. Glad you could join us. I'm assuming you can hear me all right. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Work and here right now. The stream is fixing to go live. So the idea here is to kind of provide a little additional commentary along with the live stream if we can, and hopefully bring a good show and learn something today. And because I'm watching this in real time with y'all, and I'm kind of excited about it. So we'll see what's going on. And shout out our debate. hey, we ain't got no shameless plugs here all early on in the show. That's not what this is all about. Although if you do enjoy free speech and people having good conversations, then my friend Dia here in the comments section, she moderated a debate here just a little while ago. It was pretty good. It was a lot of fun. People actually having differing opinions and being able to talk about it. So it seems like right now we are currently waiting for the Tommy Robinson live stream to begin. Make sure when you share this and other video and other content about this topic to use the hashtag #dayforfreedom, hashtag #dayforfreedom. That way people can find us. And of course, if any of your anti-fascist friends are out there want to try to find us too, they can also do just that. So let me see here the best way I can go about getting this set up so that I can share my screen with you guys and I can actually watch what the hell's going on as well. Let's see. We don't need all that. What have I even got all that open for? You know that moment when you've got 1,000 tabs open for no damn reason? You can't remember why. Yeah, I'm having that moment right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the hashtag #dayforfreedom on Twitter, and somebody has copied it like 12 times into their tweet. I'm pretty sure they basically used up all their character limit on that one for sure. So if you've been following along with this at all here lately, about a month ago, I had done a live stream when Tommy Robinson spoke at Speaker's Corner. And that was a pretty big deal because he was supposed to be delivering a speech that they tried to shut down. And the whole message was you can shut down the speaker, but you can't shut down the speech. Thought that was a pretty strong message. Let me see. All right. And this is just kind of the continuation of that saga. All right. We got it set up there. And now I'm just currently waiting for the live stream to start. So Dia asks if Milo will be there. I think Milo is going to be there. I don't know about Lauren Southern because during the whole reason the last event kind of came about was part of that was that Lauren Southern was told she was not allowed in the country. So now we've got this situation where maybe she'll join, in heart and spirit, but I don't know if they've let her in or I have no idea what's going on. And Martin Sellner was with her as Martin Sellner was part of that whole issue as well. All right. So just while we're waiting, if you're not familiar with my particular channel, the whole goal of my channel is to have uncomfortable conversations without a condom, meaning we can have these conversations without the protective speech. Just be able to talk to each other. And this what's going on here in London right now is very it's incredibly in alignment with my mission on my channel as well. So I mean, if this is the kind of thing you're interested in, let me know, and I'll keep bringing out more stuff like this, and we'll see what's going on with that. And let's see where to put this damn screen at. There we go. All right, and it appears we are fixing to. Wait a minute. What has happened? All right, my screen's acting funny. I don't know if they're still trying to get set up or what they're trying to do, but just stay tuned in here and I'll try to follow along with what's going on, and hopefully that doesn't get banned from YouTube. That would be a shame. So let's see here. Make sure we don't have any other things going on. We don't want to miss it because Tommy's channel ended up getting shut down at the most inopportune moment. I don't see that as being so far outside the realm of possibility in today's social climate or political climate. Let's see, Tommy Robinson. And I did. It's funny. I did a search earlier for this event through Google, and I clicked on the news feed just trying to get some information. And the very first article that came up was about the anti-fascist protesters taking on this march and gearing up for this march. I thought that was hilarious. It seems like most people that are brainwashed to a point that they think that it's a bunch of fascists meeting together, and it makes absolutely no sense because you can look around and see all sorts of different flags, different opinions, different viewpoints. I mean, it's not like all of them are there for the sole purpose of being fascist. And quite arguably, I don't think any of them are fascist. All right, now, so we're at 9:06 and still no sign of anything going down. So I'm going to switch over for just a moment. Not that button, dipshit. That moment when you call yourself dirty names. All right, let's see here. Organization. You know what I need is a third screen. That would be great. If any of you guys have a third screen I could borrow, just send it over, please. Like express Amazon drone shipping. Like it's got to be here like now. So let's see here. I'm gonna switch over to the stream feed here. You guys can kind of see what's going on currently through somebody else's lens. Screen share, that screen. Got it. Yeah. All right. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm obviously not familiar with the London scene. I have no idea where this is at, but I'm assuming it's in the same area. At least I hope I'm getting it correct. I don't want to be fake news, you know. Oh, my bad. Day for Freedom still waiting. Looks like a total chaos over there. Let me tell you, total chaos. Okay, so Diane Higo says it was on Tommy Robinson Live, got notified 117 seconds ago, and it froze. That's one concern that I had here going into this. So I'm kind of trying to, like I said, other people I'm sure will be there live streaming, and we'll see what we can get, little snippets of what's going on. in the moment if we can. I'll try to keep you all updated as best I can. Yeah, my concern was that the traffic would be just so overwhelming. And I've seen this before when a lot of these like big major events come out, like when the what was it, the Nunez memo was supposed to come out a long time ago. Man, you could not get on the website for a long time. I had to go through, somebody had fortunately put it on one of the archive sites quick enough that I could go there and the traffic wasn't nearly as high, so I was able to get a hold of it before my before the traffic could handle me coming in to see it. It was insane. So this very well could be part of the problem as well. It's very possible. Let me see. I need to bring this up in the YouTube app just in case. Yeah, the one I'm watching says 1,435 waiting. Barry, what Barry Pease says 50,000 people are there. Did you mean at the actual event? Let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah, I seen that. I seen that one too. Let me see. Joe Naya English. Let's see what she's got going on, if there's any kind of live stream going on. Oh, live now. Yep, here we go. Ah! Well, she's got a little bigger audience than I do. Good God. Dude, that sounds terrible.
That's why you're here and why everyone's interviewing everybody.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
blow your eyes, blow your ears out.
Already know who he is because we always like go to matches together and we're friends. So Jay, we have a different angle with you. You're here to film it and basically do the independent media stuff that I'm doing. Why do you think it's important to have alternative media, and why do you think that it's important to have free speech?
Oh well, free speech, no matter what, really, is it doesn't matter what you want to talk about. The subject matter can be anti-Islam, anti-feminism, anti-social justice, whatever. If you want to speak about that and we have no free speech, then it doesn't matter what you want. You're not going to get to talk about it, really. And at the moment, it seems like free speech in this country is a little bit under threat. We're seeing more and more people being convicted for just the most ridiculous things, really.
And sorry, have you had any personal experiences with this crackdown on free speech? I know Anne-Marie actually seems to have been quite lucky. I was just talking to him and nothing much seems to have happened, but it has to a lot of others.
I've been kicked out of the Labour Party and the Humanist Society.
Oh, do you want to tell people about that?
Got kicked out of the Labour Party because I made a video about Anne-Marie and for Britain, and I just gave a fair assessment of it, and apparently that was grounds for being kicked out for promoting another party.
What about, have you had any other experiences, friends, family, work?
Oh yeah, friends and family and whatnot, but my view on that is your true friends know who you are and know what your views are, and I know that my true friends have stuck around me, so I'm not too bothered if I've lost people because they don't fucking agree with my shit.
Not had the law chasing after you yet?
No.
No, you're lucky then. Yeah. Lucky. Okay, well, cheers for speaking to us. Unless you got anything else you want to add?
Sub to the walkout.
Oh, and one more thing. Yeah. Who are you most looking forward to seeing speak today?
Sorry?
Who are you most looking forward to seeing speak today?
I have a special message for Sargon of Akkad from the atheist room. Be warned.
Special message. Okay, something is still playing in my background here.
Take it easy, darling. I'll catch you in a bit.
Yeah.
What in the world is still playing? I hear some chanting. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. I forgot I was playing that video. Good Lord. Get out, commies. What? That dude right there doing it right. Hang on. Let me see here. Yeah, this dude back here, I saw him just a second ago. He's doing it right. He's over there. He's over there drinking him a beer, just hanging out. Now, if this is currently going on live, it really doesn't look like a whole shit ton of people. I don't know what's going on. You would think there'd be more people than this, unless they're just not at the right location. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Barry Peace. MSM will report it as 5,000 far-right protesters, no doubt. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course they will. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. We already know how the mainstream media is going to report on this. There's no doubt about that in my mind at all. Okay. So somehow I've got to get my tabs together. I've got too far out of control. Put this one number 1, this one number 2. All right. Backstage with Joniah. It's a good idea. One more time. All right, just trying to keep this moving along best I can here. I saw somewhere in the comments saying that Tommy has been arrested. I'm seeing that a lot in the comment section, that Tommy got arrested. That's interesting. I mean, surely the show would still go on even if Tommy was arrested. That looks like a Milo Yiannopoulos jacket right there to me. I just don't suppose I'm on the screen sharing it with you. My bad. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, that there looks like a little, Milo Yiannopoulos jacket to me. All right, not really sure what's going on here. We'll head back over to this stream here and see what's going on. Hear a bunch of protesters going crazy. Bring it back up current. Day for Freedom, not going live. I'm really curious what's going on here, because this is I mean, it's not uncommon for people to show up late to a live stream, but 20 minutes late so far for something as important as this. I mean, I wouldn't imagine Tommy Robinson himself would be holding the camera, so it would be the camera and his tech crew that would be responsible for making sure this thing got live. I don't know what's... I guess I'd just like to hear something, anything to let us know, hey, we're running late, but we're okay, things are fine. You know, it just does something, but I'm seeing a lot of rumors in the comments section saying that Tommy Robinson got arrested. And if let's see here. All right, Red Pill Factory channel. I've never heard of the Red Pill Factory. I certainly would be interested in checking it out. I'd like to check out this Red Pill Factory channel. I don't see any live feeds. Wait a minute. Let me get to it. Red Pill Factory. Make Britain great again. Okay. Live now. Okay, so thank you, The Matrix Has You, for that recommendation. We'll tune into that one here for just a moment and see what's going on there. Okay, it seems like we've got like multiple different events going on. So this is the actual stage for the event. I don't know if this is at the end of the march, because I know they're supposed to be starting at Speaker's Corner and then marching to, I believe it's Whitehall. And forgive me for my lack of London street knowledge here. I've never been there before, but that would be amazing. So this seems like a real serene, calm kind of area right here. I don't know what's going on. Huh. This is interesting. Okay, that was it's interesting because I don't know, in the other stream here we heard the protesters saying, "Whose streets are streets? Whose streets are?" And I found it hilarious because I had been in one of the local protests here where the some actual, you know, white supremacist groups were marching, and the people on one side were chanting, you know, "Whose streets are streets?" And it was hilarious because we were literally standing on the sidewalk, and the other group was standing on the sidewalk on the other side of a 4-lane road, and the people that were in the streets were the police. Whose streets? Yeah, not your streets. That's the state. The state has the streets, dipshits. But that was just, I don't know. It was just such an obvious observation. But anyway, every time I hear that, I recall back to that day when I'm standing there just going, "What are you guys talking about? You are literally not allowed to stand in the street right now. They will shoot your ass." Anyway, so Day for Freedom live stream still has not gone live, and we are 20 minutes in. And it looks like other people are also recommending the Red Pill Factory Make Britain Great Again live stream. I mean, we could stand here and watch it if you want, but, you know, that's pretty exciting, sitting around watching people stand, listening to, you know, nice, soft, calming, serene music. I don't know what the plan was there. That seems a little interesting. You would think before a march, you'd want to get the marching drums out and get people pumped up and ready to go and ready to really, I don't know. Just seems like I can imagine that music playing, you know, way back when. We got people trying to march, and you've got some chick on a harp playing on the side, putting people to sleep. Like, that's insane. Let me try this again here. We have got too much going on my screen. Again, I'm still waiting for that delivery of a third screen by Amazon Drone. If you have one, please send it on over. I will be glad to take it off your hands. The Tommy Robinson live stream still has not started. Let's jump back in here. This seems to be the one that's got the most interesting shit going on. I wish I knew where it was at, though. Wait a minute. What channel is this? Roughly, what is this here? This right here says RT is funded in whole or in part by the Russian government, as a warning below the video. What the hell? I'm sorry, I'm curious about that. Bear with me here. RT, what's RT got? Why is YouTube telling me about RT being in part by the Russian government? Like, people, come on. That's frustrating. So the English Defense League co-founder Tommy Robinson is in front. So-called Day for Freedom in London. Fronting a so-called Day for Freedom. Like, I always like to point out these kinds of phrases in people's speech. A so-called Day for Freedom. It's like, no, that's actually what they're calling the event. Day for Freedom. Hashtag Day for Freedom. It's not a so-called. I don't know. There's things like that people write into their communications that make you go, well, you are clearly biased toward one side or the other here, and I'm not going to get a unbiased viewpoint from you at all. Let's see if this has gotten anything going on yet. Give me the end of the
press
key here.
so much has an issue because the press is very left-wing predominantly. I think it's primarily that people who are independent and these alternative media sources that are being prosecuted the most. Yeah.
And what do you see the future of Britain being? I'm hoping you're going to say something optimistic. Do you think these marches will be successful and that we'll get it back? Or how do you see things going at the moment?
I mean, it's very worrying that pretty much everyone in the politics is going towards the left. So the Conservative Party has gone towards the left. The Labour Party is basically a socialist party right now. So I am worried that a lot of this establishment is going with the leftist idea that we should be restricting freedom of speech because it's in their interest. So if they can control what you can say, what you can think, then they are the ones in power, right? And so I think it's super important that we show the political establishment that people are against this, that people want their rights to be protected. And I think that as long as we do these marches and actually actively participate in disintegrating this toxic system and perhaps try to change the way that the Conservative Party is operating, then we will be able to fix the United Kingdom. And I hope so, because I love this country. Yeah.
And the final question I'm asking everyone, who are you most looking forward to hear speaking today?
Sorry, can you?
Who are you most looking forward to hear speaking today?
Oh, Milo.
I'll say Milo. All right, well, I'll let you get on with your live stream. Hello, guys. Thanks for talking to us. It is really hot.
Get started on.
Yeah, that was a really good interview. Oh, wait, if they're starting, you should go out there and film this. So let's just, sorry guys, we're just going to hang on for a second to see what's going on. I think the speech might be starting.
The camera might break down and they might have to go somewhere else for about 10 minutes. Lucy?
Oh God, I don't know.
All right, so somebody said, the Matrix has you, says the Tommy Robinson channel now live. I am not seeing this. If you can maybe give me a link or something. I know you can't put links in the comment section. Hold on. Let me just go to his channel here. Is it on his channel in YouTube? I'm not seeing anything on there right now. Yeah, if you can give me some kind of a clue where to go for that, because the official video shows we've got a little over 1,000 people waiting. It doesn't seem right. I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be something going on here. Like, I'm not finding it though. It's not on his channel, unless there's some other place that I can find it. That would be great. Oh my gosh. Let's see what's going on here at the actual stage. And switching back over. They really need to hotkey this shit so I can switch and toggle between screens and camera much easier. That would be amazing. All right, I do believe I see Milo up there. They're still getting set up. Nobody seems like they're in a panic, or I don't know. The idea that he got arrested just seems to not hold up. I can't tell if that's him back there or not. Up there. Come on, get out of there. I can't tell. Okay, so hashtag dayforfreedom live 1K on it. I can't link it. Yeah, you can't link in the description unless I give you permission to do so. But is it on Twitter, YouTube, or where are you finding it at? I'll search on Twitter here and see what I can find. Oh, they're over there looking at something. I'll go ahead and let that keep going while I search Twitter real quick. All right. Got a new subscriber, Alexander Taylor. I appreciate you. I hope not to hope to keep your faith in me up. So just let me know what you think, man. I do appreciate every time somebody hits the subscribe button that they're putting their faith in me and my channel. That I'm trying, I'm trying to do a good thing, trying to make sure that I'm giving you guys accurate information best I can, trying to bring forward ideas that are sometimes challenging for people.
What might happen if we give up the rights of freeborn Englishmen, Scotsmen, Welshmen, Irishmen? These are our rights. These people died for those rights, and we respect them for that.
We're starting something. I would love a camera view of the people behind. I see a shit ton of.
There's just so many amazing flags here today.
People side stage
we
there.
have our great Union flag, we have a UKIP flag, we have the Don't Tread on Me Gadsden flag, we have the Canadian flag, we have the gay rights flag, we have the Kekistani flag, we have the Israeli flag, we have the French flag, we have everything here.
Anthony Stevenson has just subscribed to my channel as well. I appreciate that, man. Good looking out. If you enjoy what you see here today and maybe a couple other videos, just let your friends know about it, man. I would really, really appreciate that. I can't grow without you guys,
But it's okay.
Let's go back to what's going on here.
By the way, how about Brexit?
Whoever's holding that camera is a douchebag.
We are leaving! Teresa, we are leaving! All right, guys, it's hot. It's hot. You've stood out here a very long time. We're going to kick it off right now with your first speaker. We have Richard Inman, this guy who put his own life on the line for this country and for what this country represents. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Richard Inman.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, London. I've been looking at something that's been happening behind us, and I think somebody's just turned up the heat. It's a sunny day, and the temperature's getting turned up politically as well, and that's why we're here. The song, written several years ago, and I hope it's going to be sung later on today. The first line of that song said this: "You've got the words to change a nation, but you're biting your tongue." We're not going to bite our tongues anymore. We're not going to be silenced anymore. See, we are the silent majority. And the people that tried to close us down earlier on, the people that tried to silence us, they are fascists because they hate freedom of speech, and we are patriots because we love freedom of speech. I walked down from Speaker's Corner. There were thousands of us there, and we had a banner. And our banner said this: "We are here to defend your freedom of speech, and the DFLA and the Veterans Against Terrorism are here to defend your freedom of speech. And here we stand. We can do no other." I want to tell you a very quick story about freedom of speech. In Belfast a few years ago, there was a 78-year-old minister of religion, and he preached a sermon that was very critical of the Islamic religion. And in that sermon, this man said this. He said, "Islam is heathen." And in that sermon, he says Islam is satanic. He said Islam is heathen.
I'm going to switch over to this channel because it seems like it's
He says Islam
actually pointing at this presenter.
He said Islam is a religion spawned in hell. Friends, that is freedom of speech, and that man had the right to say it. But for that sermon, that man was dragged before the courts. He was 78 years old. He was suffering from cancer, and his wife was suffering from dementia. Now, thankfully, he was found not guilty of the false hate crime that he was supposed to have preached. But you know something about that man? He stood his ground. He didn't bow. He didn't bend. He didn't surrender. And we mustn't surrender freedom of speech either. Friends, this is the first Freedom March, and I want to tell you something. It's going to be the first of many. 32 years ago, I joined the British Army. Yes, I am that old. 32 years ago, I joined the British Army. And when I joined the British Army, I joined to defend your rights to freedom. And all my colleagues did as well. But I didn't think that 32 years later, I would be having to stand here and defend your freedom.
Oh, there's the shot I was looking for.
Well, I am, and I want to tell you something.
Holy shit. Hold still for a minute on it.
I am willing to die for freedom of speech today.
Whoa. That's a shit ton of people.
When I look into your faces, I see that you're willing to die for free speech as well.
Thank you for holding that
We
still.
have a motto in
Yes.
the veterans. It goes like this. If you're attacked by terrorists, you don't run. You don't hide, and you don't tell. You stand, you fight, and you protect. And today we're standing for freedom of speech. We're fighting for freedom of speech, and we're protecting freedom of speech. We will never be defeated. Thank you very much.
Well, the angles they were showing, did you, Barry asked if said there weren't that many people there. And the angles they were showing didn't show that many people. Nobody ever turned around. I couldn't find any feed that was showing the crowd. All right, I'm not sure who this guy is. I'm gonna turn the volume up a hair.
We all want to be free to say what we want to say when we want to say it. But not everyone understands that. They don't realise it works both ways. You can't preach a way of life or an ideology and then cry about it when someone disagrees with you. You've got to man up. We're told to speak a bit closer. It's like whipping up a storm and then moaning when it rains. I don't agree with you. I'm a big wanker. And that ain't the way we roll. Now, we haven't got to agree on everything, and that's what makes it fun, disagreeing. How do you expect to stop a moron if you deny them their right to speak? It keeps the dickheads at bay. Just take Ali Dawah as a prime example. Yes, please. And just have a little look at what political correctness is doing to the comedy scene, to the comedians. Look what it's done. It's killing it stone dead. We can't even have a laugh anymore. In fear of offending someone. Comedians no longer know where to draw the line. Back in the day, there weren't a line. You could laugh and joke about what you liked. Sexuality, weight, race, you name it. If you found something funny to say about it, you could say it. Bear with me. My first time doing this shit. I quite like it. So we were free to say what we wanted to say back in the day without offending people. And then we had this generation of snowflakes come on board. The easily offended. The top knot, skinny jean, tampon wearing, brigade wipes, that pull the victim card to keep you quiet every single time that the vote doesn't go their way.
That's hilarious.
And as it stands, we are allowing it. I just want to be clear, right? It doesn't matter whether you're left, right, in the middle, or completely confused, like Diane Abbott. Yes! It's not about what wing you're on today. It's about collaborating and putting together. Remembering we're on the same team and fighting for the same thing. The freedom of speech, so we can say what we want to say. And I'm somewhere in the middle, believe it or not. You don't have to be right-wing to criticise militant Islam. You just need your moral compass in check and actually give a shit. And you also don't have to be afraid about speaking up against Islam. It's only a religion. So what? Most think it, few say it, because the social media giants, be it Twitter, Facebook,
y'all need to see this tweet right here.
They're boxing us in and keeping us quiet,
Check
and they're
that
leading
out.
us to believe that it's wrong to speak up against people's religions. In particular, the barbaric one. Now, I've been cracking jokes on social media for the last 3 years, and I have seen it firsthand. Not all jokes are good, though, correct? One bad word about Islam, and you're banned. Then they ban you again. I wonder if helicopters for me. And then after you've been banned twice, they deactivate your account. And here's the deal. We should be free to speak about religion. Any religion. I don't see Twitter pulling people's accounts for cracking Jesus jokes. I don't see Twitter banning people for lambasting Jehovah, Moses, or anyone else. But you say one bad word about Muhammad and they sit you on the naughty step for 7 days, then 30 days, and then they deactivate your account for life. People use those platforms to promote their business and earn a living. Freedom of speech. Where in the name of Muhammad's trousers has it gone?
Yeah, good question. Good
But
question.
why are all reverbs ginger?
I'm a ginger.
Listen,
Fuck off.
There's other ways of getting back at your parents without making yourself look like a complete prick. You don't grow a great big beard down to your chest if you're ginger. No self-respecting ginger man does that. They wet shave and pretend they're blonde.
What the hell is he talking about?
Can you imagine what it'd be like working at Twitter HQ? And the boss tells you that you've got to deactivate somebody's account because they've criticised Islam the day after a terror attack. You think it was a practical joke, wouldn't you? You think Jeremy Beadle was just about to pop out in a closet with a camera crew and put you on the telly? It's a world gone mad. If you speak up, and it's serious for a minute, if you speak up about radical behaviour and Muslims take offence to your words, too bad. That is the Muslims' problem, not yours. And if they don't like it, they can blame Islam. You can't be expected to be part of an ideology that promotes violence and not be challenged. It's as simple as that. And sure, there's a lot of peaceful verses and passages in the Quran, but there's a lot of hatred too. And here's the thing. You can't expect people to find it peaceful. Sorry. Here's an example. It's like saving 99 lives and murdering one, but wanting to be remembered as a lifesaver. It's not how it works. It's like making love to 99 women. Raping one, you don't get remembered as a peaceful romantic. You get remembered as a murdering rapist. Now, I'm well aware that I've disrespected Islam by associating them with ginger people. But
I'm feeling offended right now.
Anti-Muslim. I'm anti-Islam. I'll tell you why. I think a lot of Muslims are prisoners of Islam, captivated by that filthy cult.
You might be right there, brother.
Loads of them. Think about it. Born into it, take the peaceful parts, ignore the rest, go about their day, ignore the rest. Now, are you telling me that there is not a woman right now in Dubai, sweltering in the midday sun, baking in her burqa, that doesn't want to whip it off, get her tits out and run along the beach? Of course there is. Everybody wants to get their tits out. And what about the gay Muslims? Woo! What about the gay Muslims? What about the gay Muslims that have to sit in silence in fear of what may happen to them? What about them? If a man wants to swing from dick to dick, he should be free to do so, regardless of his religion. But they can't, can they? Sleeping with a goat is fair game. But sleeping with another man that you love is a crime and punishable by death in some parts. Totally outrageous. They're not free to think, let alone speak. They are prisoners of Islam. But we're not. And we should be free to discuss it without fear of consequence. We should be free to discuss it without fear of losing your job. You shouldn't fear speaking about Islam in fear of being judged or being branded far right. What is that bollocks all about?
Sorry, I cheer louder. I don't want to blow your ears out.
How are we supposed to spread love if we're not allowed to oppose hate?
That was beautiful.
Antifa. Oh! Have you seen them jock straps today? They should be thanking us. They should be thanking us. Fancy claiming to be anti-fascist and storming a free speech event. That's not ironic, that's moronic. And freedom of speech works both ways, right? Life's about laughter, and who am I to take the cream out of someone's bum? If someone finds it funny to mock the short, fat, bald, ugly man, who am I to put their laughter before my offence? Now, I know, I've got a mirror, I know that I look like a scrotum, but I'm not going to stop crying about it. And if I don't mind people mocking my scrotum, why should people mind me mocking their religion? It's my scrotum, ladies and gentlemen. And it's something we should all be free to do. Because let me tell you, no religion in the world is more important than my scrotum. On a final note, on a serious note, do not let fascism stand in the way of your freedom. Do not let false accusations of fascism prevent you from fighting for what's right. And do not let the slow creep of Islam become the scissors for your tongue. If you've got something to give, give it. If you've got something to do, do it. And if you've got something to say, then say it. And if the radicals and the far left don't like it, fuck them. Thank you. Have a fucking lovely day.
All right, that's
Isn't Liam
pretty awesome what he said there, how he pointed out, you know, how can we spread love if we can't fight hate? I mean, if we can't even identify it.
I want to welcome on stage one of the bravest women I know. Ex-Muslim, the way more of us need to be. The contributor to alt news media, it's Shazia Hobbs!
And I haven't heard of this particular speaker, but we'll see what she has to say. Ex-Muslim, man, some of the most terrifying stories I've heard.
Is open to returning jihadists. Jihadists who have raped girls, women, men, and probably animals. Jihadists who have watched or taken part in beheadings, floggings, stonings, and amputations. Sadiq Khan's London is open to Pakistani hate preachers. Hate preachers who are banned from addressing large crowds in their homelands are welcome in London and allowed to tour mosques, poisoning minds and encouraging a hatred for all things Western. Sadiq Khan's London is open to unmonitored mosques. Mosques for children are beaten, sexually abused and raped. Mosques where children are raised to hate Jews, Christians and infidels. Where children are taught those young underage children, mainly white working class girls, with no fear of intervention from the law. Sadiq Khan's London is open to grown men who pose as child refugees and who thereby deny a real child a chance at a new life. Sadiq Khan's London is not open to any female who wears a dress size smaller than a 12, thanks to the removal of body positive adverts on the underground. Having forbid we shame anyone by looking good ourselves and taking care of our bodies. Sadiq Khan's London is not open to anyone who will help post-Brexit Britain like Trump. Our greatest friend and ally. Khan's personal feelings are placed above the interests of the nation, and his words are spoken outside the role of his office. It is not Khan's place to determine who does and does not enter the UK, and he does not speak for the entire population of London. Sadiq Khan's London is not open to anyone who wishes to tell the truth about Islam. People like Brittany Pettibone, Martin Tellner and Lauren Southern are all banned from entering the UK. Sadiq Khan's London is closing to people who identify as white British. White flight is a real thing. And many people have left or are in the process of moving out of London. Have a look over the 2011 consensuses from every London council and borough. The facts speak for themselves. Imagine how bad the number will be when the next figures get released in 2021. Today Khan accused me of being a mean tweeter and hurting his delicate feels.
A mean tweeter.
Khan and his office can't even source the author of a tweet because they're so incompetent, in spite of the fact that they have set up a hate crime hub that is costing the public millions of pounds to go after all of us free speakers. Mean tweets matter more than knife crime, drug gangs, and acid attacks in Sadiq Khan's London.
Let's focus on the mean tweets.
My freedom of speech to respond to Sadiq Khan. You can't take care of business. Stand down. You're not fit for office.
Talk about having your priorities out of alignment.
I'm back.
Yeah, let's focus on her mean tweets that she put out on social media instead of focusing on the real problems. You know, the acid attacks that she mentioned and all the actual hate that's going on.
Okay. She says 2 minutes. She's still nervous. What, sorry? What are you going to ask me to second? I'm just going to ask you, like, basically, where you from, and why you think, why is freedom of speech important to you?
Hey, there's Gavin McGinnis
Why you think it's important?
and Mike Cernovich.
About Sadiq Khan and a bit about the speeches, and then I'm going to ask
waiting their turn.
It's okay.
I saw blonde hair there for a minute and thought Lauren Southern was there. I was like, yeah, that seems interesting. How did that happen?
Particularly also the veterans and the football lads and the veterans who ensured that it was a nice, peaceful walk from Hyde Park. And of course, I'd like to congratulate the police who have the unenviable task of having to turn up on a Sunday in order to police the other end of this demonstration. Look what we've got here today.
That's awesome.
Thousands of honest, decent, patriotic people who don't need a bodyguard, or not exactly a bodyguard, they don't need to be police. And what have you got down that end? You've got the masked, cowardly thugs who want to stop you asserting your right to free speech. Now, what is free speech?
YYZ, you asked when did they start. They started about 25 minutes ago or so. They were running about 30 minutes late. So
everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive and impart information and our ideas through any media, regardless of frontiers. Well, it's not legally binding, and we know that in many places it's not adhered to at all. But in Britain, we had very good free speech traditions up until fairly recently.
I'm sorry, I can't get this out of my head. Is that Simon Cowell and Tommy Robinson had a baby together and this was what happened? Sorry.
Well, freedom of speech is vital to Western civilization. It must be free to discuss ideas and issues.
It's incorrect. It's actually vital to mankind, not just Western civilization, but civilization.
In terms of our law, our political systems, our science, our art, our literature, and our culture. It's put the modern world where it is today. That's what our freedom of speech has achieved in the last 300 to 400 years. And now it's under attack.
So evil communist Pickle Rick said, I don't see how it's possible to ban someone from the UK considering it's a country of countries. And I think what they did in this last instance was they tried to basically accuse them of carrying on terrorist activities, or they at least held them under the guise of terrorist some kind of rule that allows them to detain people for suspected terrorism.
And given a name so that you can be marginalised and intimidated from not talking.
His belt's not high enough to be Simon Cowell. That's true. That's true. I stand corrected. I'm sorry.
Some of you will have noticed over the years. Do you remember Dr. David Bellamy, who did those marvellous programmes on the BBC? He was taken off because he wouldn't subscribe to the man-made climate change theory. And not only that, another chap who's had that experience, Piers Corbyn, who's Jeremy Corbyn's brother. He's actually, he's a very nice chap. I met him, and he is an expert meteorologist. He's got a business that conducts, he makes money out of predicting the weather. He's no longer on the BBC because he doesn't believe in man-made climate change either. So he's been dropped. And then, of course, we have universities, no platforming people. Well, I thought the idea of universities was to actually discuss things and arrive at a consensus of what's what based on all the arguments. I never went to university, so obviously I have a misunderstanding as far as...
Okay, I'm not sure who that guy is, but it seems like he's kind of just saying the same things everybody else said. So somebody mentioned seeing Tommy Robinson back there in my comment section here. I'm not really sure.
Hi.
I didn't see him.
Are we still live? Are we connected to this or that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't see Tommy Robinson yet. I'm kind of keeping my eyes peeled, but earlier there was rumors that he was arrested. There's rumors that some, well, at least tweets saying that they shut down his channel.
Are you coming to that dinner later?
No.
That's the problem with this shit. When you try to put all the funnel it all into one video, it makes it a lot easier to attack. Probably in these cases in the future, you got to have multiple people filming from multiple channels and maybe just provide some links. I think more of a decentralized attack method should be the strategy next time. Sorry, did we see Tommy in there?
He's in there. I tried speaking to him. He was like...
Sharon Spratt says, Tommy. I'm assuming you saw Tommy. I was not currently looking at the screen. I apologize for that. But man, it's nice seeing that this many people turn out for an event like this. Yes, the crowd seems to be predominantly white. However, there is a shit ton of other people, other races, religions, beliefs, people representing different countries. And they're all there for this common purpose. I can disagree with you as long as I'm allowed to disagree with you in freedom and, be free to do so. So I wonder where's the best place to follow Tommy now. Unfortunately, the website just funneled people into the video. So I didn't see any additional links, where you could get backup information or anything like that to find out what's going on in case, the contingencies, the backup plans.
Hey, Rich, are you live here, mate? Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's good fun. Oh, boy, I'm tired.
Hey, John D. Page, I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. I promise I'm going to keep up the good work. That means a lot to me whenever somebody clicks that subscribe button. I know there's a whole shit ton of information that gets thrown at people all the time, every day, and it kind of gets tougher and tougher to commit to watching other people's videos and things like that. So I really do appreciate it. It just has not gone unnoticed at all.
Oh. You're trying to
Discount Dankula. Sargon of Akkad, I guess he is going to be speaking.
It looks weird, doesn't it? Hey guys, so we are backstage again. There's still some speeches going on here at the Day for Freedom. I'm a weird Sargon of Akkad, slightly fangirling. So everybody knows who you are, no introduction needed, except my mum probably doesn't know very well. But what I want to ask is, why is freedom of speech important to you, and why do you think that we need an event like this?
Well, freedom of speech is one of our natural rights, so I don't know why I have to defend it, to be honest. It's something that you're born with and you're entitled to, and it's the job of the state to protect it and not infringe on it. So I didn't even think I'd ever need to end up defending it at any point in my life, but here we are, and this is why this event was necessary, because there are a huge number of people over there who are directly opposed to the idea of your freedom of speech, and they want curated speech, and I'm sorry, but that's not free. You know, if I'm not free to say something hateful, then I'm not free. End of story. That's just.
And what exactly is it? What is the climate that's made you think we actually need an event like this? Because if you go and speak to Antifa, they say no, freedom of speech isn't under attack. We just don't want hate speech.
Yeah, they're lying. I was at an event.
A lot of Muslims don't like the ideology, but because it's a cult, they cannot rebel against it. Well, let's help them rebel. Let's start talking about it.
So I appreciate the tip on the Red Pill Factory stream. The audio is good. The video was a little irritating because the cameraman's looking at the ground the whole damn time. It's kind of irritating. That's the only reason I switched over to the other stream.
Always do it politely. Always talk about issues. Always talk about things. Always talk about ideas. We never want to insult individuals. We don't want to be gratuitously saying nasty things about people. It's not about people. It's about ideas. Use your free speech.
Oh, somebody gave me a thumbs down. They must not have liked what they were hearing. Guess we're just going to have to battle them with a whole bunch of more thumbs up.
Thousands of people like we've got today. You've had them before. Do you remember there was a march of 1 million people against the Iraq War? There was another, was it nearly 1 million people against the countries for the Countryside Alliance? Did it make any difference?
How many thumbs up on a video do you think cancels out a thumbs down? Like, obliterates it.
The Prime Minister and all the MPs in Westminster, there's only one thing they care about, and that is votes. Gaining votes or losing votes. If you want to defend your free speech, if you want to defend your country, then you have to organise politically.
Krusnik Rage says much respect for Sargon for his thorough intelligence in his commentaries. I have to agree that the stuff of his that I have watched, he's very well spoken, knows exactly what he's talking about, very eloquent. I could only dream of having the ability to speak that way. I am kind of waiting for his speech, among others.
We didn't need an MP in Parliament to force David Cameron to get the referendum. We got the referendum, and now because
hey, the cameraman finally tipped his camera up. Way to go, dude.
So what I'd like to leave you with, ladies and gentlemen, is a thought. I want to tell you about the kind of political party I want UKIP to be. It already is, but I want it to improve. And I want to tell you about the country we want to live in. I'm sure you would agree with me. We want a free country, free of the European Union. Free to make our own laws. Free under our own democratically elected government, whoever may they be. We want a country where our children are not told to be ashamed of their history, but where they're told to be proud. We want a country which is at ease with itself because it's proud of its history, it's proud of what it's done, it's proud of what it is, it has a vision for the future, and we want to be good friends and neighbours with all the other countries of the world. Thank you.
Ah, shit.
That is the man.
I I do not agree that everyone here is a fascist. I would be amazed if anyone here was a fascist.
Well, you know what they say, you don't have to be white to uphold white supremacy.
Well, there are an amazing number of Uncle Toms around, and I know because I asked them. Yeah, I actually, when I was in Berkeley, I did ask them why is the white supremacy so diverse, and their answer was just literally everyone's an Uncle Tom.
Yeah, I've been called a bounty untold amounts of times. I just think
that's not racist.
No, it's not racist.
Oh, it's okay when they do it, which is basically their entire philosophy. It's okay when we do it, so they've got to be stopped.
I only actually get racism from, like, I think Middle Eastern Muslims. I think that's where they're from, given their names and their handles and stuff. And like the left, you call me an Uncle Tom or an auntie something or a bounty. I never actually get racism off the moderates.
It's Anthony Waters!
And who's going up now?
Oh, wow. Wow, wow. Hello, London.
I don't know if you caught that, but I think Gavin McInnes is coming up after this
Look around
speaker.
you now. Look around you. This is your democracy right here. This is your democracy. I was thinking to myself this morning that when I was a kid, we used to say, it's a free country. Yeah. Do you remember that? Yeah. You don't hear that now. Now you are far more likely to hear, you can't say that. Yeah. We can say that, and we will say that. I'm going to do a very, very quick history lesson. Don't worry, I won't bore you. Back in the 1940s, 1950s, a new world order began. Globalism was born, and the world decided that the borders of the West were to come down. The communist countries demanded hate speech laws. They demanded hate speech laws so that they could torture and imprison political opponents and silence all dissent. The Western world was a very different place then, and they said no to hate speech laws. But the communists never went away. They instead began the slow march through the institutions, into our schools, into our media, into our police. And then along came Islam, through our open borders, and it too demanded hate speech laws, and the treacherous, traitorous Labour Party gave them their hate speech laws. Now make no mistake about it, what the end game is here. The Islamic alliance with the communist left, the end game is to criminalize you, to criminalize me, and to imprison and punish all political dissent to the political class. That is the end game, and we have to understand that now. You have done something absolutely remarkable today. You've done something remarkable today. Keep coming out in these numbers and resist this with everything you've got. Resist it. Fight these tyrants with everything you've got. We don't have much time, but we will win. And we'll win by doing one thing and one thing only: telling the truth. Yes. Tell it like you see it. No matter how controversial it might be, no matter how offensive it might be, you can save your country if you say it like you see it, and only by telling the truth can we save this country. And I have never seen a crowd this size out there telling that lot that you want your freedom of speech back, and you're going to get it. not standing out there, there is no point in us standing up here. You are all heroes. You are all heroes. You are brave and you are patriotic and you're willing to stand up for what is right. Congratulations to you all. And through using our democracy and speaking our minds, we will have a Britain where the children of future generations will once again be able to say, it's a free country. Thank you all for coming out.
Man, that was pretty powerful stuff right there. She's definitely got a way of speaking clearly, eloquently. I love listening to people like that. Hey, look here, look what we got here. Look what we got here. Turns out maybe he wasn't arrested after all. He done got him started now. Oh, he did.
What a feeling.
Oh, come on, not the bowing. Come on.
Theresa May, guaranteed, is watching this. Briefly, I'll come on in a little while and speak after a few more speakers. I was meant to be in China today. I was meant to be doing a charity walk for the Amelia May Foundation. Some of you may remember Amelia May. She was a beautiful young 2-year-old girl who sadly died of neuroblastoma cancer. I was meant to be raising money for them, but we was looking at dates, and the only date that we could do this was this weekend. So I haven't gone to do the Great Wall of China. 5 other volunteers have gone. What I want to quickly ask you now, everyone who works for this charity is a volunteer. Oops. Everyone who works for this charity is a volunteer. No one gets paid. The accountant, I feel bad because I was meant to be there, and I know if I was there walking in for the charity, people would donate, they'd raise more money. They're an amazing charity who help lots of children, so the girls are going to come out now and pass their buckets round. If everyone can, I know you've all spent money coming here, but give generously, it's a great charity. How hot are you? I'm boiling and you're all in the sun. There's also, if you get your phones out and text that code, the amount you want to donate, you can also do that. The girls are coming out now to pass around the charity buckets. Thank you so much. Next, we are stereotyped as thugs, as racist, as far right, as intolerant. There are some brave ladies about to come up onto the stage. These are quite well known within the drag queen circles in London. A very left-wing movement. It takes guts for them to come here, as everyone would predict, or the media would portray you people as intolerant. I want you to give them a massive warm welcome onto the stage. The third song, it's the third song. The lyrics in the third song tell exactly why we're here.
All right, you guys can't see anything below my waist, but let me tell you, my legs look fucking fantastic. I'm gonna sing a few songs for you. That's if you'll allow me. All right.
Oh no, a performance.
Empty spaces, what are we living for? A contemplating, I guess we know the score. On and on, does anybody know what we are living for? Another hero, another mind is gone behind a curtain in the pantomime. Toe the line. Does anybody want to take it anymore? Show must go on. Show must go on, yeah. Outside the dawn is breaking, my makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on. Whatever happens, really belongs to sound. Not a heartache, another real romance. On and on. Does anybody know what we are living for? Yes, I'm learning. I must be rolling now. I see me turning around the corner now. Outside the dawn is breaking, but inside in the dark you're making to be free. Let me hear you! Show must go on, yeah. Show must go on, yeah. Outside the dawn is breaking, but inside in the dark you're making to be free. My soul is painted like the wings of butterflies. Fairy tales of yesterday will grow but never die. I will find my way. Show must go on, yeah. Show must go on, yeah. I'm facing with it, yeah. I'm never giving in. Oh, the show. You know, on top of it, I know I care. I have to find the will to carry on. Show must go Thank you. Not again. I feel like once is enough. Yeah. All right, so as you can all tell, ladies and gentlemen, as Tommy said, you might not expect that an artist like me would be here at an event like this, but I firmly believe there was a time when it was performers like me that went on stage and said the things everyone else was scared to say. Because I'm not scared of saying anything. I like to think that back in the day, it was the utility of freedom of speech that allowed gay people to freely discuss their own liberation. It was because of freedom of speech that drag artists could perform in the glittering West End of London, where I perform a weekly show at the Phoenix Artists Club. Tickets are £20. There's a singer who I love, and this next song is by this singer, and the reason I'm singing it is because about 2 weeks ago she did an interview in The Guardian, and she sadly expressed one of the forbidden opinions, ladies and gentlemen. And so gay Twitter was ablaze saying Shania Twain is cancelled because she dared to say that she might have voted for Donald Trump had she not been a Canadian citizen living in Switzerland. All right, so her hypothetical Her hypothetical scenario was deemed so unacceptable that the gays have abandoned her. Well, I haven't abandoned her. And now I know there's a lot of men here. There's probably more men than women. So ladies, this is your chance to make your voice heard, because we love Shania, don't we? All right, take it away. All right, take me back to the top of the track, my love. We need to start. And give me lots and lots of volume on that track. I know you guys are talking pretty smart, but you got me right down to an art. Think you're a genius to drive me up the wall. You're a regular original, know it all. Oh, you think you're special, oh, you think you're something else. Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much.
So basically, I think we can all agree we don't necessarily have to hear this one. At any rate, it's kind of interesting. I've been kind of going through the Twitter feeds and seeing what people are saying about it, and a lot of people are very supportive of it, which is to be expected. But there's also a lot of people out there screaming that this group's a bunch of racists, fascists, homophobes, and every other bad name you can call them under the sun. And one person pointed out, it's just a bunch of people bashing Muslims the whole time. And I responded to them. I said, well, when a man's house is on fire, he complains about the fire, not the drippy faucet. There's of course there's other problems that are going on right now, but this just seems to be one of the big main issues that are happening right now. And especially for them, living right in the dead middle of it, you got to deal with this every fucking day of your life. Like, this is very real and in your face. And I know here in the States, I don't deal with it personally as much, but like, that's not, I mean, it's starting to come more in my periphery as time goes on, as they bring in more immigrants and more refugees and that type of thing. But here I'm sitting here going, wow, I can't even imagine being in the middle of it, hearing about all these stories of rape gangs and shit like that, all this bullshit that's going on that's designed to kind of protect the Muslims that are coming in the country, and to try to avoid being called racist by the police, the police trying to avoid being called racist. And it's like, I can only imagine a scenario where I'm bitching about all the little tiny problems when, like I said, my house is on fire. That's just, at any rate, yeah. So how are you guys enjoying this so far? Is this kind of what you expected? I know I personally wasn't expecting a tranny to be singing. I don't have any problem with it at all. But Ali Bo just asked if I'm talking from the United States, and yeah, I'm actually located in the Nashville area, Central Time. And around here in the Bible Belt of the South, I'm starting to see some activity going on, but not anywhere near what others are experiencing. And there's a lot of empathy involved on my part to understand what's going on over there. All right, so I don't know. I've been rather enjoying it so far. I know it started a little bit late, which sometimes that happens. I'm a little disappointed that the main feed isn't working though. That's really sucks. I'd like to know what happened. I'm assuming his channel got shut down, but if that's the case, I don't know how people are still watching. I don't know how that works exactly. All right. If you're interested, we've got Joniah giving interviews. Okay, we're getting ready to give an interview. I'll go ahead and switch over to that one for just a moment.
I get nervous as well, but can I ask you what? I don't even know what to answer.
All right.
Hello.
There we go.
Just, like, if, just say whatever. Okay, right. So, hi, Amy. Sorry. I'm sick of you all. Sorry. you want to do an interview?
Sure, because my voice is pretty gone. So.
Your interview slot, will you feel better? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to get an interview out of you. Okay. Shazzy is nervous, bless her, but she's still got big balls because she just spoke to like 40,000 people. Okay, so we're here with. Oh, I like your nails. Please show nails. Okay, we're here with the lady who's been dubbed Bacon Lady. She's actually called Amy. I thought she called herself that, but it turns out when you go to Speaker's Corner, you actually get given nicknames. I didn't know that until Raj told me this. So yeah, you just want to introduce yourself because I know some of my followers won't know you and that. So
yeah, my name's Amy, and I've been dubbed the Bacon Lady because I went to Speaker's Corner a few weeks ago. You have to excuse my voice; I'm losing my voice. But I went to Speaker's Corner on Tommy's speech day when he did that speech for.
Sorry about that.
Martin
Selner.
And I confronted some Ali Dawa and a few of the other people who were around him. And it was sort of as a joke. They were getting a bit threatening. So I just said, I've got bacon. So I held up a ham sandwich. And they sort of went, there was a hesitation. And then they all started laughing. So it sort of broke the ice, really, because it was very tense just before I started.
Still sense of humour.
That's what happened. And it seems as though it's looked at, when people see me, they refer to me as a bacon lady, but not in a negative way. It's like,
I know you as Bacon Lady.
I know. But actually, I've also been dubbed Queen of Speaker's Corner, which is,
that's much better.
A bit more preferable to Bacon Lady, but I'm not proud.
The Bacon Queen of Speaker's Corner.
Bacon. And I always go with my bacon sandwiches. I know. When I go there on a Sunday, I have my bacon sandwiches at the ready, just in case anybody wants one.
You love a bacon sandwich. Smoked bacon with a nice poached egg on, like tiger. Is it called tiger bread? Tiger bread.
Oh, it's lovely. It sounds delish. Anyway, so
we're getting off topic. We're talking about breakfast. Do you go to Speaker's Corner quite regularly now? Am I correct?
Now I do. Since I went, the thing that sort of made YouTube was on Easter Sunday. I went on Easter Sunday because I wanted to stop the praying going on by Muslims, because I know it's not allowed. Public praying, people don't realize it, but there's a Public Order Act and public assembly, like the way they're doing in the streets.
It's against part policy.
It's actually against the regulation. This is the problem, is the police.
Okay, I didn't know about this.
The police, it's a park policy which falls under a regulation that is to do with the Royal Parks and Open Spaces Regulation 1997. And in that, on number 17, it says no assembly. And an assembly is 2 or more people. It doesn't matter. And that is to do with any assembly.
Yeah, whether it's Christian, Sikh, Scientology.
And the thing is, that what people don't realize, which I'm still trying to get across to people, is not only is it not allowed at Speaker's Corner without permission. That's the difference. They need to write and ask if they want to. But the problem is the park has made a decision not to do it because it would just cause tension. And there's plenty of mosques around. There's no need for them to be praying there. And because of the nature of where we're living in today, Islam, it's all about domination, and them praying is just a sign of domination. It's not actually them being, pious and doing their praying. It's a signal war. So I'm just so tired of everything that I've witnessed, everything that I'm hearing, and I just decided to speak out, look at the law, examine the law, and the same thing with free speech. Most people don't realize we have much more free speech than people realize. People come out with this hate speech laws, but 29J of the Public Order Act 1986 is a clause that gives everybody the right to criticize, hate, say anything they want to say.
It's also protected under the Racial and Religious Hatred Act. Whilst it makes it in some parts illegal, it actually also protects free speech and criticism of religion.
29J, it falls with it. It has not been removed. It's just far down in the number 29.
Are we talking about the same piece of legislation?
1986 and 2006.
Okay.
They've come up with this hate speech to cover the religious, not being able to criticize and all the rest of it. But the 29J supersedes that. And this is what most people don't realize. We've been psychologically trained, and it seems as though people, rather than look and investigate, which is all online. I mean, it's all on the government documents. Anybody can find it.
Opinionated European, I don't know if you know her. She was explaining this before because she's a law student. She knows a little bit more than me. So yeah, she was explaining why, even though it's protected, people are still getting prosecuted for it. So I was speaking to Raj before. What is the state of free speech and Speakers Corner? Like, how's that going? Because he's saying that it's disappearing. I'm curious to see what you think, because obviously you go there regularly as well.
Well, because it all kicked off on Easter Sunday when I produced the ruling and sort of explained to the police, actually, yeah, no, they're not supposed to be doing this. And they said, well, actually, no, I know, but yes, they can, but no, but yes, but, we don't really want to do our job. We're scared. And I dared the policeman to go down to stop praying. And of course, he didn't take me up on it. So what is very infuriating for me, everybody talks about it. They don't talk about it enough. It's the fairness. It's the equal treatment under law. There's not supposed to be any favoritism. And there so clearly is favoritism. And I've been digging into the history of the policies. And I'll tell you what, if you look at the Barcelona Declaration of 1995, sorry.
Oh, is he speaking now? Okay.
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
Tommy
let's cut that
Robinson's
short. We're just going to go and film Tommy, yeah. We'll grab you again later, though, because we're not finished with that conversation. See you in a bit.
Thanks very much.
All right, we're going to switch over to that one real quick and make sure we catch him. Here we go. I'll pick whichever feed has the best optics once it gets started here.
It's important because it's who we are as human beings. You look at humans in relation to apes and other animals, and when they get attacked by a saber-toothed tiger, they go, wee, 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 and they can't communicate to their fellow ape. We need to watch out for those.
Jeez, look at the size of that crowd.
A conscious mind, and we're able to say,
everybody getting along peacefully, just hanging out.
Stay away from
so many different flags.
Now,
so many different viewpoints being represented here today.
So I have now lived that experience. And that is why we have evolved as human beings, because we can impart experience to each other. When you try to take that away, what you're really trying to do is control other people, control their experiences. And if you do that, you are a saber tooth. Speaker's Corner isn't just a park where people talk. I remember going there. I remember going there as a kid, and it's an integral part of British society. It's an integral part of Western society, where people go of all shapes and colors and pontificate. What I think has happened recently is been co-opted by Islam and turned into a pulpit for radical extremism. And the fact that you can't even is proof.
All I'm offering is the truth.
If you want to know who's in power, check out who you can't criticize. You can talk about Christians and British people till the cows come home. But if you say Speaker's Corner has been co-opted by Muslims, then you'll literally get arrested.
I guess growing up, I was always a bit contrarian against the conflict, a lot of trouble. But I always thought.
Okay, I'm not sure what happened to Red Pill Factory's stream. It seems kind of strange that they would shut it down right before Tommy Robinson's about to speak. We'll just try to hang in and see the feeds as they go. Hopefully we'll keep a good stream of consciousness going here. Yeah, if anybody sees a good stream, if we end up losing these two, please let me know in the comments. I've got Joniah's got a good stream with 10K followers. This one's not really showing anything. It's wasting my time. So So it looks like the last good stream I have at the moment is this one.
Now, but instead, I've now found myself banned from countries, kicked out of groups, kicked out of parties, whatever it may be, within my lifetime. And it's becoming ever more real every single day. And that the horrifying world without debate, without other opinions, is fast coming upon us. And once we reach that, all of our creation, all of our beauty, all of our science, everything, it will be the lowest common denominator. The best ideas will not win, and society as a whole will not win because of that.
Well, the free pursuit of intelligence, the free pursuit of expression,
there we go.
is, as far as I'm concerned, a battle of the literal versus the ironic mind. And the reason it's so important that we defend the ironic mind, which is the type of person who says things that might offend. The reason it's so important to defend that is because it's out of offense. It is in the film, perhaps, even sometimes. In the things that they don't like to program, that they don't necessarily like to say.
Sounds amazing. Sorry.
Freedom of speech for me is not just about people being able to say what they want. It's about being able to find out.
Okay, so we're back up over here. So we've got 2 streams we can work with.
Well, I mean, Speaker's Corner is just the most magnificent environment. It has been for so long. I mean,
Let's stick with this one for now.
Been proposed as Speaker's Corner. I mean, most of them I probably wouldn't even agree with, but I love the fact that it exists. I love the fact that I can go there, say whatever I like, and I can listen to other people saying things that I might not particularly like. What's really, really deeply troubling is when Speaker's Corner gets turned into a pulpit for simply one ideology. That is no longer Speaker's Corner. That is
Zoe Mercy, she says one of her sons is there. That's awesome. I really wish I could have been there. That'd have been so cool. Unfortunately, as I have 4 children to raise and can't take the time off work, that's just not going to be an option at this moment.
They liked gays, that I would be allowed to experiment with dangerous ideas, express myself how I
It's like, do I feed my kids or go to a Day for Freedom in London? That's a tough one.
kind of gay that I've been censored more than almost anybody else. I've been had my free speech restricted more than anybody else that I can think of, and it's been painful. At least until recently, there would have been no need for something like a speaker's corner in America, a land where the right to express yourself freely is guaranteed by the First Amendment. But maybe those days.
Well, shit, man. It looks like thumbs up to thumbs down. I keep getting about 1 thumbs down for every 25 thumbs up, man. Bullshit. We're not doing anything offensive here, as far as I know.
Feelings is ludicrous. And living in America has taught me just how insane it is. And Britain has got to fix it.
No, you have not missed Milo. None of the main speakers have you missed yet. It's been a bunch of other speakers so far, but the big ones on the ticket have not spoken just yet.
Now that we really see is that they're not being consistent with it. So they're pressing for people with right-wing views, and they're letting people with more left-wing views get away with not only pretty much whatever they want to say, but also you see these anti-fascists who get away even.
Evil communist Pickle Rick hates Milo. And you have a right to do so, sir, as long as you don't try to shut him down. I like Milo too. He's fun to listen to. I hate that his shit went behind a paywall. That really sucks.
You wouldn't say to a scientist why is free scientific inquiry important to you. It's because that's what science is. You wouldn't say to a mathematician why is
Stefan Molyneux is probably one of my favorite speakers. I do not miss an episode of his show.
In the human journey towards trying to find actual truth in the world, which is an elusive and slippery beast to track down, no one person is going to end up with a monopoly on that process. We need everyone to be involved, everyone to bring their A game to the human conversation in the pursuit of truth so that we actually capture it for once and hopefully can keep it for a while.
There's your link for Stefan on Twitter if you want to follow him.
The crazy, the sane, and everyone in between getting up to make their case to sometimes a receptive, sometimes a hostile, sometimes a jeering crowd. And I remember thinking what an amazing thing it was to stand up there and cry your barbaric York from the rooftop of the world to see how it landed in the minds of the people. One of the great challenges in European civilization at the moment is people don't know what they can talk about. They don't know what they can criticize. They don't know where the line is. And when they see someone stand up at Speaker's Corner and speak a truth out to bring a challenging argument and perspective to the United Kingdom or other places, they then have some sense of what is allowable, of what can be talked about. And that, at least until free speech is fully restored, is a very positive thing. So I would say that all of the men and women who stand up there and speak a difficult truth to a sometimes hostile world, thank you. You are the light that shows people the way, that allows us to find what is real in this world.
Free speech is important because it's who we are as human beings. You know, you look at humans in relation to apes and other animals, and when they get attacked by a saber-toothed tiger.
I want to thank everyone for their patience as well. You've all come out in this heat for the day. The next character who's coming up, he didn't choose this. He's been put into the free speech battle. He's been prosecuted, taken to court over a joke.
Count Dankula. Oh, sorry, did I jump the shark?
And it was a funny joke. And can I just say, certain people you meet and you love their character. From meeting him, he's such a good character. Let's get him up. Representing Scotland, Count Dankula.